Okay, good morning, rise and shine. It is our first morning in Switzerland and just check out the view behind me. It is crazy awesome, so check this out. Just check out this view, guys, right smack in front of our balcony. Oh my god, and we're so lucky to be on the edge of the hotel, which means on the side of the hotel, because we get beautiful views, almost 180 degrees right in front of our balcony. So this is the little balcony that we have on the hotel's front, and that view that you guys have just saw is definitely worth the 150 euros that we paid. So right now we just woke up, I haven't even done my hair, haven't showered, haven't taken a poop yet, and we're going down for breakfast. I feel this breakfast is going to be epic. Okay, so this is the little restaurant that the hotel has. It's really cozy and they have just a very simple fare of stuff. So first off, I noticed this cold cuts selection of cheeses, hams, salamis and yogurts. Of course, there's a little juice and coffee section. So the coffee machine looks like it's a professional's barista's coffee machine. Let's see what else they got. Okay, they have the grains and cereal, and of course they have the eggs and a small selection of breads. And this is the hotel's little breakfast area. Okay, just gonna grab some food and get some calories into my body right now. Okay, so I'm finishing up breakfast here, and breakfast here is very simple fare. It's just mainly just like cereal, breads, butters, some cold cuts and juice. So nothing amazing, but I'm not here for the food. I'm here for the sights and the views. As you can see from our balcony, it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just gonna finish up and start exploring Switzerland. Okay, so we're done with breakfast, we're done with taking a poop, we're done with showering, shampooing and everything else, and this is the little hotel that we were staying at last night, and it's simply just so homely, as you can see. So this is the little hotel right here. We're staying on the top level right there, and it was really cozy and beautiful, and just take a look at the awesome views that we woke up to this morning. So this morning I saw a train actually coming down from the mountains. So we're actually going paragliding later this afternoon. In fact, we were scheduled for 9:45 a.m. However, due to the foggy conditions, they have actually switched us up to an 11 a.m. slot. So we're gonna take this chance and opportunity to just go around the mountains and have a little hike or a little walk and see the surroundings of our hotel before we go paragliding later today. Okay, so about 5 minutes after walking here, my impressions of Switzerland, or at least this area here, it's really relaxed. And coming from like 5 European cities just before this trip, this is really like literally a fresh new breath of air, because it literally is, right? Because the view surrounding you, the environment, the difference in architecture, a lot of cottages here. Basically everyone's a little bit more relaxed. In fact, we're even walking at a slower pace than we were in all the cities and all the subways. So this is, wow, it's really a very good experience. And we're only here for 24 hours though, but I think this is probably gonna be one of the best 24 hours in my entire trip so far, besides Amsterdam. That's one city that I really like. So there's a little railway that you guys can actually embark on. It costs about 195 euros and it goes all the way up to the top of the little mountain here that you see. It is the highest peak in Europe and they call it the top of Europe, and for obvious reasons. And yep, you can probably just have a very breathtaking view, but instead of me going up on the train to go to the top of Europe, you can actually see a train coming down right now. It's probably very small on your screen. However, we are actually going to do paragliding. So we're going to be flying down the valley instead of just going up to the top of the mountains, because I think that's a bit more breathtaking, a little bit more adventurous, and it will send some adrenaline running in the mountains, which is much needed. Otherwise, we'll be so relaxed that we'll probably just fall asleep, right? So yep, this is Switzerland so far in the first 5 minutes of taking a walk. It is just lovely. So I'm just passing by what looks to me like summer cottages. So I believe probably like the more affluent class of people, they have like a summer cottage in the Alps. In fact, it can be like winter cottage as well. Works both ways. So they have like a little playground on the outside. They have like a whole bunch of firewood to burn, and you can see a lot of the cottages have like chimneys and some of them have like smoke coming out. So it's really like a Disney fairy tale. And this is their view in the morning. So this is what I love about walking around Switzerland so far. Every corner is really different. It's unlike the cities whereby every building almost kind of looks uniform and looks the same. Here it's just breathtaking views after view after view after view. You simply don't get sick of all the views. So just take a look at this like totally different view right here. So these are like little cottages. I think some of them are probably Airbnbs or hotels. And then you get these little private areas down here. And these are like probably like the firewood they stack up to burn in the fireplace. And just past this little stream, you can see here, imagine this, having a stream right at your doorstep. That's pretty damn cool, man. Okay, so after just passing this little stream here, they have a big open field here. I'm not sure what you can do here. You can probably have a horse riding area. You can have like some football or some soccer activities. And wow, just take a look at this. And wow, you can even see this stream coming down from the mountains over here. So yep, that's the stream that I was talking about. And you can just see the water flowing down as if it was slow motion, because it is such an enormous mountain. It's probably about an estimated 500-600 meters in height, and you can see the stream of water just flowing down the mountain, just so in such a serene fashion. You know what I wish I could do? I wish I could just go up there, take an empty bottle and fill up my bottle of water down here, because it's probably like the closest thing you're gonna get to like mountain spring water. This is like probably like pure spring water right here. And as you just walk in this area, you just feel so peaceful, and you feel that wow, life is just so hectic, you know. And once you come here, all your troubles and stress and worries, they just seem to melt away. And you know, it really reminds you to live like a good life, you know. Life is really not about just chasing money. It's not about just achievements and awards. Sometimes you just got to take a step back, you know, listen to the church bells and just basically just enjoy yourself and basically be free, right? And be with nature. So it sounds so cliche, but if you come here and you experience this, you would completely agree with what I've just said. So wow, just take a look at the breathtaking views here. All 360 degrees of just nature and it's just, you feel so one with the nature. So wow, love it. Another fresh and amazing view of a different perspective of the same place, and you can just hear the stream flowing, the water flowing. If I could, right, I would literally just go into the stream for a swim right now. I brought my shorts actually. So if we had more time, I would actually have done that. You know, I just want to go there, just go down to the bottom of the stream and taste the water. I wonder if it's drinkable. High chance that it's probably drinkable. Let's take a look at this. Wow, amazing. So I think in very few places in the world you get to see this sorts of nature up close and personal like this, especially not where I come from. It's just a huge city, and it's very seldom that we come across nature as magnificent as this. So wow, love it. I'm right down at the stream, and this is the first time I'm doing a taste test, not in a restaurant. I'm just gonna taste test the stream's water down here. Wow, look at this, fantastic. So this is what I'm seeing right now. It's just really clear water. And wow, it's super cold to the touch. You see the stream's water. Just gonna do a taste test. Ew, it's a bit sour. So I don't think it's drinkable, but to be up close with a stream like this, it's so super duper awesome. Don't try this at home. Water drinking tips not approved by the health authority. So beautiful, isn't it? So this is my attempt of getting out of the stream via this balancing beam. I hope I don't fall, and I hope the beam doesn't break. Yes, made it. 1 second of cheap thrill. Okay, so while walking up the stream, we actually wanted to see the waterfall that's up in the mountain, and we actually came across this. So this is a typical cemetery in Switzerland. Okay, I don't know if it's typical, but it's a cemetery in Switzerland. And you can see this is seriously the meaning of rest in peace, because it's so peaceful down here. So, but you know what? Experiences can be only felt when you are alive. So don't wait till you are 6 feet under to experience this serenity, right? So if you're contemplating a trip to anywhere in the world, your dream destination, book the ticket right now, okay? Pause this video and go and book your air ticket right now. That's exactly how I ended up here, all right? I mean, I wasn't ready to travel 8 countries in Europe all of just a sudden, but you know what? Some of my life experiences has reminded me that we should all just live our life and have no regrets if we go tomorrow, right? So yep, I'm sure these people here resting in peace have probably led a good life. They probably lived in Switzerland, and if you have lived in Switzerland, I don't think your life can be pretty bad, right? So wherever you stay here, there isn't a bad piece of real estate here, because everywhere you look is just simply awesome. Some of the people here actually just passed on 2021, 2015, 2014, so they haven't been gone too long. So it's not exactly like an old cemetery. Okay, so now we are on the way to the parasailing area where we will take off and land as well. So along the way you can see the wonderful views just outside the car. The weather is not too cold, so we can have the windows down, You have your hair blowing a little bit, so it's really a breathtaking view, and it's just a crazy experience. So it does cost quite a fair bit to get here, and the accommodation and the activities here do cost a fair bit, but I would advocate anyone, if you are saving up for a holiday, make Switzerland the choice of your location, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we have arrived at the base of the Paragliding Center, which is just up front here. There's a huge car park space, as you guys can see, for all the cars to be parking. So we rented a car, so we're gonna park here. You can see we are right in the middle of a valley, mountain on this side and a mountain on the left as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just take a look at this. Amazing views of the valley that we are in right now. So we'll be taking a cable car up here. Okay, as you can see, there's these cables here, and we'll be gliding down from the top of the mountains and probably landing somewhere in the open fields here. So, my God, as we just arrived at the Parasailing Center, we just got word from the information counter that we can't be parasailing today because apparently it is too foggy. So I will probably have to come here one more time in June when I bring the family, and then we'll do it as a family instead of today. So, well, a little bit disappointing, but we have some trekking plans in mind, and with trekking comes beautiful views of nature as well. So let's head over to the place where we're gonna trek right now. Back in the car I go. Crazy awesome sick views when you are driving in a car. Doesn't get any better than this. Driving here, you can never get tired, you can never get bored. The wind is just great, the weather is great. Wow, let's check it out. Oh my God, this is the life. Now we are in the woods area, and as you can see, it's really foggy all around. Visibility is about just maybe about 10 meters or so, so you can't really drive very fast. And obviously with this sort of fog around, the paragliding is probably out of the picture for our trip. And this is the woods right here that we have come to. A little bit colder up here in the woods. As you can see, there's some snow still not melted yet, and you can see just up in front, it's actually pretty close to the mid of the mountains. As you can see, the snow has not melted at all, so probably in the next 3 months, when it comes to summer, all these should have been cleared up already. So if you would have just came about maybe 2 to 3 months ago, you would see this place is probably all just pretty much covered in snow. So can't really take a hike as well. The weather is, number one, too cold. Number two, it is raining a little bit. And then I actually got this raincoat. I'm just kind of testing it out, like a $20 raincoat from Decathlon as well. So it goes over the down jacket, and further blocks the wind from hitting your body, so as to keep you warm as well, at the same time shield you from, of course, the rain. Yeah, I had it like in a small little pouch, and well, seems it has come to good use. I never expected to use it in Switzerland. I only expected to use it in Santa Claus house, which I'm going to be there in the next 3 days or so. Meantime, just gonna walk around here and discover the cold alpine forests of Switzerland. How are you? Are you cold? No? This guy stays in Finland, so the temperature right now is about 4 degrees, which is really nothing much for someone from the Nordic countries. Really foggy today, and the snow here is still pretty thick. We're just gonna take a wee walk around this little frosty area. Okay, so due to a lack of outdoor activities high up in the mountains, we have to come to the lower lands in the valley. And right now we are in front of a hotel called Strand Hotel in the location of Isawat, and we're looking for some drinks. It's also a very beautiful area, and there's a beautiful lake just in front of all these cabins right here. And yep, we'll bring you along for the experience, and we'll walk around this area and show you guys what kind of funny stuff or like interesting stuff that we can find. So join us for a nice drink and a little tour of this little, I wouldn't call it a village, just a little area called Isawat. Okay, so you will see a lot of cabins like these, little hotel blocks or apartment blocks. You will also see very similar cabin style hotels like the ones behind me. Obviously the views here definitely will have mountain views, and you can actually just see at the back some mountain views. So this area here is really private. There are a lot of private homes here, like for example this one beside me is a fence for this little home up here that's private. I believe this home here is also private. And right here by the waterway there are a bit of flies, and you can see a whole bunch of boats being covered. But at the other end I saw another guy on the boats in the lake actually doing some fishing. So Switzerland is really a haven for like outdoor activities. And right down here there are some like little docking areas where you can actually go out and get onto your boat and just check out the views here. And these lakeside homes, you know, my god, just check out the views. I'm just gonna give you guys a 180-degree view of the houses right here. Let's check that out. Look at the lifestyle that you can enjoy with all these beautiful lake homes just by this beautiful lake at Isawat area. Sorry if I'm murdering the name, but yep, Isawat. Let's check that out. Wow, look at that. The fog has cleared up a little bit, but I think not enough for us to do the paragliding. I don't know if it's a stray cat that's been following us all along the roads, and he has headed into the wharf area. Let's see if I can do a cat whisperer. I think I can recall the cat. Oh no, he's probably gonna catch some fish. Oh wait, he's coming back. Oh yes, my cat whispering works. See, he's coming back. Haha. And is he gonna come up? Oh yes, he is. See? Hello. Actually it works with all cats. You don't really have to be a cat whisperer. Hi there. This is a Swiss cat. I wonder where he's going. So we just walked down this little alley just here, and they have these little garages for your cars. And as you can see, there's a Mercedes, a pretty big Mercedes that's parked here. Very nice decorative elements here. Some wood that's stacked outside, and probably during warmer days you can actually just chill out. And a lot of Europeans actually do smoke, so they probably have their little cigarette breaks here. And it's simply awesome because every house has a view of the beautiful mountains of Switzerland. And yes, this is the place that we are at. I can't pronounce it, but I believe it's Isawat. That's the best of my pronunciation of these names. We thought there was gonna be some hot chocolate in this area, but haven't been able to find a place for a coffee or hot chocolate. Ooh, look at these lovely flowers here, just growing by the side. So nice. As you can see, there's this little shrub here that hasn't come back to life during springtime. And these are typical of the so-called apartments or the hotels that are around here. And life is generally very much slower here than any other city that I've been to on this trip. And of course, it's understandably why this is so, because life here is so peaceful and the environment allows you to just basically slow down and basically not have not have any worries. We're gonna just carry on our little walk to the other end and show you guys the wharf, which I missed out earlier because I was on a phone call. And then if we can't find a cafe here, we might have to drive to another place for a coffee. So in Switzerland, I'm only willing to spend my money on coffee or hot chocolate on cafes with a beautiful view, such as this right here. Otherwise, I would just drink my Swiss tap water. Tastes just as good. I'm just gonna go one round and show you guys this place before we return to the car. So I was having a little wee phone call here just now, and I was just so impressed. I was having a phone call with my son, and I was just using FaceTime to show him the beauty of this vicinity. So I'm gonna take the same opportunity to show you guys how beautiful this place is. And if you can just see from afar, the little white streaks that are actually coming down the mountains are actually waterfalls. So I don't think you can see it through the camera because the angle of the lens is really wide. And again, you can see the foggy skies that didn't permit us to do our parasailing today. But it's still a nice place to be, so you're never disappointed in Switzerland, even though some of your activities such as our hiking and our parasailing was cancelled due to the poor weather. But with magnificent views like this, with cute little cottages that you can just walk past, and just take a look at this little garden patch. So imagine parking your car here and you come home to this little garden patch that you share with your neighbors, and as you walk up the garden patch you can see that, wow, it must be very interesting to live here. And you can grow your own vegetables, which they are doing right there. I'll just take you guys to take a look at. Okay, so I'm just gonna intrude in this person's garden patch. And you can see they're growing some spring onions down here. I didn't know you can grow spring onions in climates like this. And over here it's so interesting because they're actually growing bulbs of some sort of lettuce or something like that. These are just some bushes, more herbs and stuff. And as I walk along and discover, yep, they're growing more little vegetables here that I can't tell what they are because they're too young. Again, just look at this. Wow! Imagine just picking fresh salad from your garden and dressing it with just a little bit of olive oil or vinaigrette, And here as well, they have actually boxed up the little garden patch and they have their own salads and whatnot. Let's take a look at this. It is such a wonderful lifestyle here. So this could be a place for you guys to consider retiring in a beautiful little lakeside home in the Swiss mountains. Wow, just simply fantastic. So there's a nice little invasion. I hope I'm not trespassing. And up front I saw some chickens, so I'm gonna visit the residences up front as well. So it's really good that when we travel we actually get to see how different people live in different parts of the world. Some in conditions that are, well, not as good as this, and this is probably like the epitome of a great lifestyle. Wow. So from this little vantage point I can see the entire views of the mountains and the lakes. So can you imagine if you were on the second story of this little cabin, for example, how much more breathtaking will the views be? So waking up every day is really a joy, right? Okay, there's one more stretch of road here, so I'm just gonna walk up as well along the way. we can see that someone has been putting in effort in terms of maintaining his or her garden. And it leads all the way up to probably the highest point of all these residential units. So there's a little gate right there, you can't go in. So this is the last house on this little trail here. Let's just take a look at the firewood, and I wonder how this is processed. Did someone deliver this, or did the owners themselves cut and chop these firewoods like in the movies? Well, I don't know, but they seem quite dry and they seem ready for the fireplace. It smells great as well, the wood chips. Okay, I'm just gonna walk back down here, and if I see anything different, I shall turn back on the camera so that you guys too can experience this at home or on your mobile phones. Alright, so this is another area, and this is the Strand Hotel behind me. So if you guys stay in this vicinity, or if you guys stay in Strand Hotel, expect to get this view. So you can see there's the name of the place there, Isawat, and look at how blue the lake is. Beautiful. And the tourists are still there taking photos. Oh my god, they are at the little wharf still taking their photos. They've been there for the last half an hour or so. I would like to go to the wharf as well, but the two ladies have been hogging it for the last more than half an hour. Jesus Christ. Okay, so they're taking turns taking photos. I'm not into taking photos, so I shall let them enjoy the wharf area by themselves. And I'm gonna walk back to the car right now. My nephew is inside shielding himself from the cold. Okay, so we're getting out of Isawat right now, back in the car. Today's test time for the about 1.5 euro chocolate bar with almond nuts inside. Creamy, nutty, with all kinds of almonds and different kinds of nuts inside. Just for 1.5 euros. You can only get it at the supermarkets for this kind of prices. So if you ever come to Switzerland and you want to come on a budget like us, this is the way to go. Wow, let's check it out. Bye. So what? We're going to another place to explore. See you guys there. So we're driving up the mountains again. It's still a cloudy day. I don't know what this guy is bringing me to, but yep, we're going up the mountains again, and the vegetation has totally changed. So just take a look. All these brownish trees that are barely sprouting any leaves now, even though it's supposed to be spring. And this is the little valleyway or little road that is leading up towards the mountain. I'm not too sure what is on the mountain. I guess this guy didn't tell me what's happening up in the mountain, but apparently it's a surprise, so I hope it's a good surprise. Yes, we shall see what's at the top when we get there, probably very soon. Let's see what's up at the top. Okay, so as we drive our way up, you can see the climatic conditions has changed. There's a lot of snow-capped little hilly areas all over right now, and as you can see on both sides of the road, there are several parts that are all covered in snow. And if you lower down the windows here, it will be unbearably cold. Okay, so there are some nice mountainscapes coming up very soon, so I don't know where we will stop the car, but when we do, I'll share the experience with you guys. Okay, so we're more or less at the highest point that the car can actually drive to. So as you can see, it's a winter wonderland right here. I believe there are some ski resorts further up there. but we're just gonna stop here for about 2 to 3 minutes because it is actually drizzling a little bit. And as you can see, I'm walking on snow right now, and some of the cars actually have their snow tires in place just in case they get stuck in the snow. So it's actually quite important to carry gear such as the snow tires as well in the trunk. So it's all been provided by the car rental company, but you must know how to put it on. It is going to be summer very soon, in another 3 months, and if time allows and budget allows, I think I might come back this June with the family. So I'm on this like sampler platter travel kind of thing right now, sampling almost every European city I can find, and I'm going back to I'm gonna bring the family back during the June holidays so that they can also enjoy the best of whatever I have traveled to. So yep, this is pretty much at the top. So there are very nice photo opportunities here during autumn and summer, supposedly in springtime as well, but I think I came a little bit too early. If I came, let's say, a month later, it could possibly be a bit more green than what it is today, which is completely white. It's also not a bad thing because the snow does have its character and its essence as well. But I am actually heading to Rovaniemi in Finland, which is in the Arctic Circle. And the snow situation there is probably like the best in the world. I mean, Santa Claus lives there, so I'm more interested to find out how the snow environment is in Rovaniemi in Finland when I get back to Finland tomorrow. So in the meantime, we're going to hunt for some hot chocolate that we've been hunting for the last 2 hours, and we still haven't found a suitable place. So we're going to find one cafe or restaurant right now. Okay, so as we were driving down the little mountain, you can see that there's a very nice little cozy restaurant here. So we're gonna check it out. And just outside the restaurant, just take a look at the view. Wow, you get these mountainscapes, and then again you get the very nice river flowing down. The sound of the river flowing is so serene, and wow, such a relaxing environment and such a relaxing feel, you know. Just opposite, you can see all the snow here. You can see some snow on the roof of the restaurant as well. So I'm just gonna check out the menu and see what they have to eat or to drink. And let's see if we can support this little business down here. Okay, so this is the interior of the restaurant. And while waiting for the food to come, I'll just give you guys a small tour of the restaurant. So you're welcomed by this bar counter here. And it's so classic that you can hang your coats at the front. And just check this one out here. So this pipe down here actually services a fireplace, and there's like real wood burning inside. Keeps the room very, very toasty. And as you can see, it's all of this wooden cabin-like structure that really keeps the warmth within the restaurant itself. So it's a very small restaurant, maybe about 4 to 5 tables. And we've gotten ourselves the entirety of this huge round table here. And well, the furnace is really, or the fireplace is really keeping the restaurant really, really warm as compared to the freezing temperatures outside. A couple of locals here, and we have ordered some food and refreshments as well. So the environment is really lovely. We ordered some pork, some sausages, and some soups. So just waiting for it to come, and we'll do a taste test for sure. Okay, so it's very unique an experience for this hot chocolate. He actually gave you a steaming cup of milk and a stirring spoon. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pour the powder in yourself. So I'm just gonna demonstrate that. Okay, so the food has come, and this is the vegetable soup with the pork sausages, and this is the goulash soup. So very nice and very pretty. Price wise, not very expensive. This is only 15 euros, and that is like 9 euros maybe. So very reasonable. Okay, taste test. Thank you. Some nice bread as well. How's it? Huh? Very good. Wow. Worth the money. Okay. Might have to let it cool down before I do a taste test. So see you guys soon. Okay, so I've just dipped the bread into this barley soup. It's a little bit creamy and it's got like barley and vegetables inside. It's got very nice like chives or spring onion on the top, so it really brings out the flavor of the entire soup. Free bread obviously, so everywhere in Europe you get free bread. Really good. So happy that we stopped by this little cottage restaurant. Not only is the environment good, the food is good as well, and very reasonably priced. Just 15 euros for this and 9 for that. So where are you gonna get such a deal in Switzerland? So these sausages are like very traditional. You can see it's actually wrapped in like the pig intestines. So how we know is when it came, they were attached together like two pieces. So you know, like they literally toured it by hand. So is this one like made by yourself?
No, but a friend.
Ah, okay. Yes. They make it themselves, is it?
Yes.
I see. Wow, very nice.
So.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, the last to arrive is the pork chop, and just check this out. I think they have like these potato balls that they fry, and then of course the vegetables, and then this very thick pork. If you can see, it's almost 1 inch in thickness, and it's drenched in very nice gravy. So we're gonna do a taste test for this for sure. Okay, gotta show you guys the secret toilet of that restaurant. Take a look at this. Oh, so pretty. Such a cool toilet. It's got a heater here, a WC with wallpaper, urinal, and check this out. Whoa! I've never seen a sink like this before. Whoa, so cool. Check out the mirror and these very ornate lights. And that's not the best part yet. The best part is you have a view of the winter wonderland outside while you take a poop. Wow, how luxurious is that? Pretty cool for a toilet, huh? Love the sink. Can't get over the sink. Made of natural stone. Jesus Christ. Okay, gotta pee and head to Zurich. See you guys in a bit.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you. Bye bye.
Yeah, just with
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. No, I'm fine. Thank you so much. Okay, back out in the cold.
Where are you from?
Vietnam and Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in Singapore one time.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Probably coming back in June with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. The weather.
The summer is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather.
Yeah.
I
When
come
You can
this.
see more. It's
Yes.
nice now.
I came here on October last year.
Yes.
I like
With
it.
sun?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's better.
You stay here also?
No, I live in Meiringen.
Oh, okay.
It's nice.
So this is just the business.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I will come back in June.
Okay.
See you.
Bye.
Okay, back in the cold and getting ready to make our little journey to Zurich. And in Zurich, I think it will take us at least 2 to 3 hours of driving. So we have been to the toilet and we are now ready to rock and roll in the car. Okay, not exactly, but yeah, bye. Okay, in the Zurich hotel right now, and as you can see, it's very decent. But again, this costs about 150 euros. So I'm gonna make a trip back to Finland tomorrow. I have about half a day to explore Zurich city, which frankly at this point again I'm not too keen anymore because every European city looks pretty much the same. So I'm just gonna take a break right now. I'm gonna head out and grab some strawberries from the grocery store and upload some photos. In the meantime, I'll catch you back on the journey back to Finland tomorrow.